claims made by the affirmative side was that the cost, the destruction, and the death toll that the war has caused has been rising, with the subclaim that the war is causing more and more civilian casualties. They also claim that the United States bilateral security agreement is prolonging the ongoing military intervention in Afghanistan. He had a third claim that President Trump seeks to prolong the war because of his belief on terrorism, and that ending the bilateral security agreement and pursuing non-military solutions will gradually allow the war to come to an end. Starting off with his significance claim, I'm gonna focus more on his subclaim that the war is causing more and more civilian casualties. The affirmative side states that the war is causing more and more civilian casualties, but according to an article published in The Guardian, the number of deaths of women and children grew especially fast, primarily due to the Taliban's use of homemade bombs, which caused 40% of civilian casualties in the first 6 months of 2017, according to UN figures released on Monday. With the military involvement, the number of deaths caused by the Taliban is up to 40%. If the military leaves, that number could rise up to over 50%, causing more innocent civilians to lose their lives. In fact, around 40% of civilian casualties in 2017 were caused by IEDs operated by anti-government forces, the report finds. On these casualties, an estimated 1,151 were the result of the suicide attacks, marking a 15% increase since 2016. The affirmative side says that with the military leaving Afghanistan, and ending the bilateral security agreement would benefit us, but the war has, sorry.
You're doing great.
Can I restart? Sorry.
You're 2 minutes and 30 seconds in, so the answer is no, but you can go back 30 seconds, no problem.
All right. Can I take a break?
I'll push pause, and I'll run your prep time.
Is this our 5 minutes?
Yes, your 5 minutes is going to run.
So all these, if you cite any one of these, specifically, I stated this in my speech already, pro-government forces lost 23%. So you use this as well. My partner did have this. You probably have this from, right?
Where were you?
I'm gonna check my desk quickly.
Yes, this was what I
When we were moved, the army actually I have. Okay, so you can say that
Okay. I mean, just in case.
so you know when I talked about
Does colony about like
You've used 1 minute of your prep time.
so I only need
This is really a little bit a lot of these, like in the US,
Hold it down a little bit, guys, because they are trying to prepare. So.
Okay.
Okay, that's 2 minutes that you've used.
military leaving Afghanistan, we'd be putting the lives of many more civilians in danger due to the fact that the Taliban would still be in control and be able to gain more power if the military leaves. At the moment, the military is keeping control so that the Taliban doesn't gain more territory there and be able to attack us, because the reason the military is there in the first place is because they launched an attack on U.S. territory. So if we leave right now without accomplishing what the war was set for, then not only will the lives of the innocent civilians in Afghanistan be in danger, but so will the lives of people in the U.S. territory. On to the inherency claims that he made. He said that the president seeks to prolong the war because of his beliefs on terrorism. At the start, while President Trump was running his campaign, he wasn't gonna prolong the war. If we remember correctly, he wanted to end it, and that's it. But like he said, he intended to pull out our troops from Afghanistan as promised prior to his presidency. But once in office, he changed his mind. Although that is true, as of August 2017, Donald Trump explained as to why he decided to go against his original instinct. Donald Trump went on by saying, my original instinct was to pull out, and historically, I like to follow my instincts. Trump said in his first primetime address delivered from the Fort Myer military base in Arlington. Oh wait. Yeah. But when it came, once he was in presidency, he was able to come to the realization of how bad the things are there. And he said it himself in a recent speech that he did, that you don't know what the situation is until you're fully involved in it and you're right behind it. So therefore, he decided that he'd continue the war, not because of his beliefs on terrorism, but because he believes we still have a reason to be there. My opponent also claimed that the United States bilateral security agreement is prolonging the ongoing military intervention in Afghanistan. But that is why it was made to begin with. It's supposed to assure the Afghanistan people that we're there to help them not only stabilize their government, but also prevent the Taliban to take over. The bilateral security was not made to prolong the military intervention, but to assure the Afghan security forces that they would stay and assist them with the battle against the Taliban. An article published in Brookings.edu states that the long-awaited agreement allows approximately 9,800 U.S. forces to join another 2,000 NATO troops that will remain in the country and assist the Afghan security forces as they continue to battle a determined Taliban. Additional provisions allow special operations forces to conduct counterterrorism missions and to maintain several operating bases to facilitate better regional presence and security. On to his solvency claims. Ending the bilateral security and pursuing non-military solutions will gradually allow the war to come to an end. The signing of a long-delayed bilateral security agreement between the U.S. and Afghanistan today means that U.S. won't again find itself in the same situation it faced 2 years ago in Iraq, where the failure to reach a similar accord precipitated the withdrawal of all American forces and the rapid deterioration of the security situation. Right now, we're pretty much the security that Afghanistan needs,